get higher. Hello, it's Problematic Pete and the Jazzy Jizz Faces. Welcome
the
to
Jazzy Jizz Face?
Respectfully, you're not the Jazzy Jizz Face.
I know, but I don't want to be called it on the podcast.
Well, it's the Hard Truths episode today. And
well, my name is Lizzie, and I was a slut in high school, so I've been called Jizzy more than anyone ever has.
Whoa, that was right there the whole time. And I'm
I'll
Andrea.
introduce you, but you can talk.
And who's on the pod today?
Oh, our guest today is a hilarious comedian and friend in real life. Everybody, welcome to the show, Ben Katzner.
Hello. Hi. I also have jizz on my face. That's crazy.
Right now?
Yeah,
Out in the streets, that is
All right,
violence.
that's enough of that. That's,
Lots of
Andrea?
work to be done.
Andrea?
I'm hypomanic. I'm sorry.
you can't do this when we have the first black guest we've had in a while. You can't.
honorary Jamaican, so
Yes.
I'm pissed right now.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
you-
According to myself. No one says that, but
Me too. I'm gonna go live in Jamaica and be a priest.
what?
Sorry?
that is.
I think you might be full-blown manic.
Do you guys ever think about what you would do if you just like moved to another place and completely started again?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd have a
every
bunch
day.
of horses.
Yeah. Where would you go?
honestly.
I would go like to the woods in the middle of the country and get a
Yes.
bunch of horses.
Okay.
And they'd be my only friends, and I'd talk to them like they were people. And I'd
yeah.
have like a few dogs.
Yeah.
Also woods.
Only four-legged creatures and Lizzie.
Well, I'm sure one of the dogs would have less than 4 legs. Let's be honest
yeah.
about that.
You are
Yeah.
a white woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Oh my God, I want one of those cats that only has hind legs so bad.
Only hind legs?
Yeah, they walk on 2 legs and they can't scratch
and they
it 'cause
drag.
don't-
If I'm picking
No, they don't
two
drag, they
legs,
walk.
Yeah. I want
They
the
walk
front
like
two.
a T-Rex.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't like that.
Are
No,
you?
the front 2 drags and it's sad. The T-Rex one, it's like a little bird.
I mean, if you're in the woods, I guess you can keep it for meat if you need that.
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
have it for me.
But
Are
I don't
you
want
gonna-
to take care of that.
Are you gonna munch house on some cats and cut off their
Yes.
limbs so they depend on you?
If everything goes to shit real bad, I'm gonna move to the woods and Munchausen by proxy a bunch of animals and be like, "Your mommy's little guys.
Yes.
You need me to keep you safe."
Oh God, yeah.
You know?
I do that with people. Anyways, Ben,
Oh, hi.
where would you go?
Also, I'm a woods guy. I want to start a compound in the woods.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
You
would
can
be good
come,
at
but your
that.
cats can't come.
Yeah.
You're
Okay,
in.
but can I bring a horse?
One horse. We
Fine.
might need it to plow
Deal.
a field. All right.
There we go.
I'm living on Ben's commune.
You can come, but the accent's got to stay wherever the fuck. You got to leave it
Yeah,
here.
you have
can't
to
bring
leave
that
the
shit.
accent. You can't bring that to the commune.
Slap of the bass, big
No,
time.
no.
Come on.
Okay, this is getting up to be a lot.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's
A white
it.
person doing a white person doing a Jamaican accent is fucked up. That's why we were where we are as a country
I
right now.
know,
Good
I
stuff.
know.
I want you to know that.
That's
I want you to know
fine.
that it's your fault
It's your
that we
fault.
are
You
where
do.
we are
I'll
as
take
a
that
country.
burden. I'll do it. But I would go. I would go Jamaica and become some sort of like weird hyper tribal religious person.
Yeah, ultimate gentrification.
Yes. Yes.
Have you found Jesus, bro?
Yes.
What's up, man?
She has cornrows.
Just because of people being like, do you know what happened to Andrea Allen? Like, what a great, like, she's in Jamaica, fully a Rasta priest.
Yeah.
I'd do it for a few years.
People would think I was dead, and then like every 3 years, someone would find like deer antlers on a stage in New York, and they'd be like, "Whoa, maybe she is around."
Yeah. You'd be a whisper.
Yeah, I would do a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah. Yep. I can see that for
I'm
you.
excited for both your futures, honestly. This is
Thank
going to be
you.
good. This is a good career pivot.
Thank you.
for
I'm gonna
everybody.
paint with blood.
We're all one mentee bee away from
Yeah.
just starting over again.
Oh, mental breakdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, who's Menti B?
That's my priest
She's
name.
the new Spice Girl.
Me, Menti B. Here to fix your ails.
Oh, that's great. When
Yeah.
I do it, it's poo.
When you do it, it's poo.
When
but
you
when
do it-
Ben does it, it's
Honorary.
really
You gotta hang out
good.
with more Jamaicans in your life. You know?
Oh yeah. Well, speaking of,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, any
Were you gonna
Jamaicans?
say speaking of Jamaicans?
Speaking
and
of
point at me?
Jamaicans, we had a great day yesterday.
Okay.
Ben, did you watch the Eclipse?
No, I was falling asleep on a plane. So
Oh.
I missed it. Was it good? Did you guys come?
Yeah. Yeah. The hardest
Yeah,
I
we're
ever
women
had.
and the moon was out, so we came.
Yeah. We came blood. It
We
was
came
crazy.
blood all over Prospect Park. It was nice.
Sure. You weren't alone. There were a
Yeah.
lot of people
There were a
there.
lot of people there. It
Also
was
coming
fun,
blood.
though.
Yeah.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it got weirdly cold. It was weird.
It's like we were on the surface of the moon for
I
kind of
felt it in my bones.
Yeah.
and immediately sent Andrea into a manic episode.
Yeah.
She's like, I feel like we're on the surface of the moon. And we're like, okay.
Hey, buddy.
She's like, look at my long nails I got. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I got like 7 feet long blue nails. I'm like, this is normal and fine.
Everyone's watching it. They're like, that was really cool. This is a good time. You're like, I feel different. Something's coming into me, bro. Something's happening to me, bro. And you're like, what is this accent? What's going
Start
on?
doing the shake.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's funny to watch an eclipse in New York City because like there was so many like there was a guy walking around with a pasta strainer on his head.
Oh, no.
And our friend Emil was like, now is that New York stuff or is that eclipse stuff? And there's no way to know.
Yeah.
It's like Halloween.
A little
Yeah.
bit of A, a little bit of B,
Yeah,
for sure.
there's no way to know if somebody's weird in the moon way or weird in the city way.
Yeah.
And that's nice.
Most women are weird in the moon way and
Yeah.
the city way.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
where the Venn
That
diagram.
is the thesis of Sex in the City.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What if a woman was weird in the moon way and the city way?
And they're like, why am I single? I'm untamable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll give her crazy hair.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, we had a
Crazy
crazy.
hair.
Carrie had crazy hair.
What?
It
Yeah.
was big. For the time, it was huge.
It was huge. Curls in the 90s.
Nobody was doing that.
No.
Well, white women. No white women were doing
Yeah,
that.
sure.
Whatever. Tell your stupid stories.
Oh, wow.
We're just going to shit on Carrie here?
No, we're saying we like the big hair.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
She was
Sorry,
like an
I blew up.
innovator.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I love that you're on Carrie's
Yeah.
side. No one's ever
So
on
that's
Carrie's
crazy.
side.
I just feel like that was...
That was a feminist action of you.
Yeah,
You were
that was
like,
great.
don't you dare
Yeah.
talk about Carrie Bradshaw
no, we
that way.
were saying we love Carrie's
Okay.
big fucking hair.
Yeah.
I'm a feminist by yelling at my friends because I didn't understand what they said.
Yeah.
And
About another
talking
woman
over
I don't
them.
know who's not real. I was like, you respect her, you bitches. And you're like,
You
oh,
stupid
you
sluts.
love women so much. I'm like, yeah, I do.
Yeah, the bar's on the floor.
You love us too. You love us too hard. Yeah, we had
Oh, ew.
a. Sorry. Sorry.
Hello.
Hello,
I guess,
ladies.
if there's one flaw, it is that I love too hard. That's what people say.
In the steampunk hat.
I love steampunk Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is me now. This is who I am. I can't see how they're fogged up on the inside. I can't see anything.
Really?
A little
That's
bit. 'Cause
great.
I'm cooking on this episode.
Yeah,
kinda
so
You
scared
are
me now.
cooking.
By the way, subscribe to YouTube so you can see Ben in a full steampunk outfit. I'm wearing one of 20 furry hats we've acquired. It looks great.
It does look good.
We've also made Ronnie and Mike wear hats, even though Mike's not even on camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he's
so
he's
funny.
behind Ben.
Yeah,
Hi,
yeah.
Mike.
Hi, Mike.
There you go.
And shout out to Ronnie and Mike, our production team extraordinaire.
Yeah.
We love the
We
production.
love
team.
them. Should we open up with the question to Ben?
Yeah. Oh, I thought we were gonna do whatever, whatever you want, buddy.
No, you go.
Well, it's your segment, the one about couples. You want?
Oh,
to do that
sure. So, respectfully, I am crawling out of my skin whenever I see a couple fighting in front of me. And
Yeah.
hold on, I'm not talking about in public.
That's what I was gonna say.
Public, let it rip.
I love a couple.
okay.
I love a couple I don't know fighting in public. That is free.
That's performance art.
that's
Yeah.
beautiful and wonderful and what's supposed to happen. But a couple that's your friends fighting at the dinner party.
Oh my God.
That's horrific.
Yeah.
That's hell.
Yeah. And it's usually like passive aggressive little snipes.
Babe, you know when they say that one?
Yes.
Babe, I thought we were going to go 10 minutes ago. So whenever you're ready. That
Oh
one?
my God.
Okay.
Someone once said she said, I actually really don't like that, but we'll talk about that another time. And I was like,
Was I there?
God. Yeah, I think
know
you
exactly
were.
which one
yeah.
you're talking about. And then she proceeded to explain to us why she didn't like it.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah.
little uncomfortable because I know you're talking about me and my wife. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. This is about, we came here to confront you about you and your wife.
yeah.
You're in a bad marriage.
You know what yours the fork's going, so I don't know why we're doing it like this, but it's fine. We'll do it later. It's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's fine is like,
Oh boy,
it's not fine.
Dude,
It's not fun.
that's one of the hardest things you can. If I was late to this podcast, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you hit me with like it's all good or something.
Yeah.
And I knew in my heart of hearts, I'm like, it's not all good.
It really was.
It was
fun.
all good.
I
though.
know, but if you would have hit me with it's fine, just a period, I
Yeah.
probably would have killed myself.
You should have killed yourself instead of coming
Yeah.
on. That'd be crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy if I did that.
It's fine.
I wouldn't even do that as a bit because that's so mean.
It's so a period anywhere in text is like a
It's
microaggression.
criminal.
I
Yeah.
use periods and people get mad at me all the time, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm educated. I'm
No.
handsome.
Oh, you're better than me.
Huge penis. Like, am I doing it wrong?
famously huge,
Huge
penis.
piece.
If there's a nice little period at the end of it.
That's good.
People
I
say it's
think.
chlamydia, but I don't care.
It's fine. You can live with it like
Oh,
a
God, he's
koala. Yeah. He's so on. It's
Watch
crazy.
out, team.
He's the eclipse. Don't look directly at him. Also,
punctuation's fine. Why is that? Why are we so afraid of it?
because we know a cunty person using punctuation.
Yeah.
You're like, this is passive aggressive.
Because you know that if I texted you, it's all good, period, that's a totally different vibe than what I said.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know shit. I just assume everybody's mad at me all the time.
What are you, like 50?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Come on.
51.
Why don't you grow out of that?
You don't look a day over 49.
Honestly, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I drink a lot, and that seems to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Sure,
whatever.
Like a
Just
pickling
drink
type
whatever's
of
in
thing.
front of
water,
Piss.
beer,
Piss.
Dude, always piss.
no crow's feet.
Piss,
because I don't
spit,
piss.
blood.
All three. The Eclipse, we were just doing shots of each.
You're a big spit in the mouth guy.
Yeah.
This one actually, I always say famously as a joke, but truly famously, Ben is a big spit in the mouth guy. Do you
Always
remember
talking
this
about
era
it.
of
Yes,
Ben?
of course.
Folks, we don't
Oh
have to
my
get into it.
God. I forgot about that until right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wish you would have forgot about it until we were not recording anymore, at least.
You put it
said
all over the internet.
You smelt it, now
and
you
then
deal
I
it.
stopped saying it because people would be like wishing me a happy birthday publicly. And like, maybe if I see you tonight, I'll spit in your mouth. And then I had to like explain to my aunt. Like it's just a fun bit, I guess, I was doing that's kind of ruining my relationship.
Was it a
And
bit or was there was it rooted in
Yeah.
truth?
Was there
I don't
truth
want
in comedy?
straight- I mean, yeah, spit in my mouth if I'm, come on. Like,
Yeah.
If you've got me tied down, remove the ball gag,
Yeah.
spit in there,
Yeah.
get me to where I need to be.
Yeah, sure.
But if you're just a stranger on the street, I don't want you to spit in my mouth.
I'm
that's
doing a
kinda-
joke about that right now, about how I'll let someone who's been nice to me for 2 weeks do something to me that if a stranger did, I'd truly kill myself.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
That's
Like
great.
if a stranger spit in my mouth, which
Oh, yeah.
did happen to me once,
I've had that happen.
I thought about killing myself.
I've been spit on, never in mouth.
What?
Yeah. Who
Yeah,
spit
it
in
got
your
my
mouth?
Like a fucking
A
guy on the
deeply
subway.
mentally ill person. Yeah.
like a scary subway man.
Yeah.
Honestly,
And
it's
this was
probably,
1 week into me living in New York, and I was
Oh.
like, okay.
Yeah. The New
That's tough.
York.
That's tough.
Yeah.
It was big.
That's
yeah.
hard to explain. How's your week going, honey? Like, well,
Yeah,
I
and
think
then-
I'm gonna rip all my teeth out.
And then I went
Yeah.
to my hometown for a weekend because I was scared, and I was like, nah, this place is boring.
Yeah. Let's go get spit on. Well, also another thing couples do, being sexual, being weirdly sexual with each
Both
other.
things are bad.
Yeah.
Both
is
ends of that
also-
spectrum are dog shit.
Yeah.
What's the appropriate amount of like?
Just a smooch.
a
Just a
little
quick
smooch?
smooch.
Yeah.
A quick smooch, but anything longer than that is like, all right, buddy, the friends are here.
Yeah, don't be goosing in front of
Okay.
everybody. Yeah.
Goosing?
Grabbing a goose a caboose.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Pop a finger in.
I wouldn't.
I would.
Okay, no
I
fingers.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
What about just like a fish hook?
That's
like
fine. That's fine. Fish hook your wife on the way to the kitchen. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Hey, babe, can you come in here?
That's just good fun.
Yeah, if you spit in each other's mouths privately in the bathroom, that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
At the dinner table.
But in
Okay.
front of, I always side with the woman innately when there's a fight, and then I'm kind of like shitting on the dude even if he's in the wrong, and I'm like, why am I in this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm in
know.
this.
I know. I do that too. Even if like the guy is my friend and I don't know the girl, I'm
Yeah.
like trying so hard to be like a girl's girl and
Right.
not be like her boyfriend's female friend that's like, actually you are a bitch. Like I
Yeah.
don't want to be that girl so
No, I
bad
know.
that even when she's like being mean to my friend, I'm like, yeah, why don't you have a job? And then
Yeah.
I'm like texting him after like, that was kind of fucked up. Sorry. I know you're going through a lot right now.
Yeah.
I know you just got laid off, but I don't know. Maybe get a job to make her happy so she doesn't hit both of us.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
I just need Nicole to like me because
I
I,
just really
hate her.
need
I
Nicole
hate
to like
being
me.
around her. And it's always the mean person that I hate being around that I side with because I'm more scared of
Because
them.
I'm afraid of her.
I'm
yeah.
piling. I'm
'Cause
dog
if she's gonna do that to him, what is she gonna do to me?
Yes.
She might spit in your mouth.
Yeah.
She might spit in my mouth. She might
Not
claw
the
my
fun
eyes
way.
out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Do you ever fight with your wife in front of people? I feel like you keep
I
it
feel like you and your wife are
respectful. Yeah,
perfect.
you guys are in love with each
Nobody would ever say that.
other.
That's hilarious. We never. It's we do a thing and it's not healthy, but when we get in front of other people, we have to kind of have a mantra of like,
Ooh.
so inside the house. This is from like LeVar Ball. Nobody knows. If you know who that is, this is crazy advice. All right.
Yeah.
He's like a basketball parent who got kids to the NBA, but is insane. All right. But I saw some show and it was like, inside the house, tough love. Outside the house, all love. That's like our mantra. Okay. So we try to be nice to
That's
each other.
a really good way to get away with child abuse.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, if it gets my
Outside the
kids to
house,
the
we're
league,
all
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah.
Right? We're all happy?
Yeah.
Great. Get out there. Play some ball.
Just the Von Trapp kids outside of the house.
It worked for him, so I thought maybe it would work for my marriage. I don't know. We'll see.
No, that
But-
is good, I think, as
So
long
we-
as you're not hitting each other.
Yeah.
we try not to go at each other like in front of people, whatever. But we do a thing, and I think it's mostly because I'm kind of a little baby bitch. Okay,
You never.
Famously.
if you want to win with someone's like famous,
Famous.
Spit in the mouth, kind of a bitch.
okay, all right,
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Huge penis.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Put a period on
Yeah.
it.
Huge piece.
Yeah.
The best way to win if you feel uncomfortable in like a situation where you're kind of, this is crazy to say it this way, but you're outnumbered. So
Yeah.
you're like with their family.
Yeah.
Is to kind of shit on the person a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
Not like fully, not be like, they fucking suck. Be like,
That's always my strategy to get in with a guy's friend.
yes.
Wait,
yes.
shit on the
You're-
attacker
no,
or the
shit on your
attackee?
partner.
Shit on your
Yes.
partner.
Like,
Oh.
if you want a guy's friends to like you, you have to be like,
Yeah.
I mean, like this fucking guy
Yeah,
doesn't know how to play
exactly.
chess for shit, but you guys are good.
It's exactly
It's
this
that.
fucking
Like,
guy.
it's like, you
Exactly
gotta be like,
that.
I know this fucking asshole. Oh, yeah.
So we
and then
have
they're
a
like,
little bit of that.
she's cool.
Yeah.
I love how she hates you.
yeah. yeah.
Great.
How she demeans you in front of people.
Yeah, because I mean, we all know like how cringy it is when you like are talking to your friends who are a couple and you're like you're friends with the guy and you're like,
Yeah.
that guy's kind of annoying, right? And the girl's like, actually, I love and support him. And you're like, okay,
That happened to me.
crazy.
Dude, I was too forthcoming with the roasting with some of my fiance's friends. First hang.
Yeah.
And there was a guy in the group who I love, but they all kind of would make fun of him because he was not getting laid a lot during that time.
Yeah.
But he went on a vacation and he was just saying like he didn't get any matches. And I was like, wow, maybe it's you. Like I did like you're a big dork virgin
yeah.
loser. And he was just like, why would you say that? And I was like,
Yeah, that's not great.
That's a toughie.
And see, it's interesting that you say that because we're talking about shitting on the person you're in a relationship with, and you're talking about just being mean to one of his friends.
And it's crazy that didn't go over because you're such a subtle person.
I know, right? Nuanced.
Yeah, it's like you're an artist when it comes to that.
100%.
He didn't get it.
I never
There is-
overstep boundaries.
No,
I
There
never
is
take big
certainly-
social risks.
There's an art to it though, because I've been in situations where like my friend's partner is trying to do that and it's too much.
yeah,
Like
sure.
that, the example I keep thinking of, which isn't, I don't even know where it came from, but it's like just someone being like, yeah, because this one can't fucking get a job, and you're like, well, that's real. That's real.
yeah.
Let's not do that one because
yeah,
that's real.
Yeah,
you know.
that's absolutely
Or like, I don't know, like if it's ever anything about their sex life, you're like, no,
Oh,
not
the
that.
sex life is
Never that.
crazy.
You know, like,
I've been
can you
in
imagine
those-
being like, well, she can't fucking get wet for shit, and you're like,
I was at like friends of my wife. Some of them.
My wife.
all right,
Sorry.
what we do
nope,
here?
we're
Yeah,
not doing
that
that,
is what we do here.
I'll end my marriage so you never do that again.
You stepped through a portal where it's 2009.
My situation. So we were at a like a thing, and again, I'm outnumbered. This is weird to think of it like this, but I'm like, okay, we're in battle. I'm outnumbered.
Yeah.
I gotta be on. I gotta
Yeah.
be good. Okay, and it was just like this guy was asking his wife a favor, and he's like, hey babe, can you do a favor for me? And she just out of nowhere goes, I'm not gonna blow you.
Wait, I think I love her.
And I'm actually kind of this
I think
girl.
I love her. I think that's hilarious.
But it was like it was real, and then it led into like a real like I go down on him when I need him to
Oh,
do stuff.
God.
Whatever.
Oh, my
no,
I
that
was just
God.
like,
That
I've met you
sucks.
one time,
Yeah.
so I hate this. But
Yeah,
it was
because
like a
that's
weird-
funny if it is just like a throwaway joke.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was-
You know, like
it was
I feel like
typical
if my
ass
boyfriend was like, "Hey, can you do something for me?" I'd be like, "I'm not gonna blow you in front of my friends," and then it'd be like over.
Sure.
But then if you sit down, and you're like, "No, actually, it is a problem in our relationship where I think I can exchange sex for."
Yeah, transactional. Yeah.
I see sex as transactional because when I was a child, my
Yeah. Or if people are going to couples therapy, sometimes they'll bring it up and you'll be like, I gotta get out
or
of
they do
here.
the thing that their couples therapist taught them in front of you, where they're like, "Honey, I feel like
Sure.
you want to leave this party right now,
Yeah.
but it would be very
Whatever,
good for me
yeah.
if we could stay here with my friends." And you're like, "Okay, you guys are doomed.
Yeah.
You're straight
That's
doomed.
Yeah.
And there's nothing any of us can do about it. And now we all just have to sit in your poopy diaper while you be doomed
Yeah.
together."
If you're doing like I statements, you're like, give
Yeah.
this 6 months.
Yeah. Though I mean, the thing that sucks the most is the babe thing. They're
Babe.
like, "Babe, can you come over here for a second? Because Angela was just telling me about something you said at work.
Yeah. Oh,
And
God.
then he's like, babe, I don't know what Angela told you, but babe, I
Babe.
think she's right about. Stop saying babe. Stop saying babe.
There's also sometimes when people really are mean to their like partner, like you can tell they like put them down and they do it in front of you.
I see a lot.
Yeah, where it's like, well, you can't fucking get shit together. And I'm like,
Sure.
Yeah. It's so uncomfortable.
yeah.
But it's
And
kind
then
of fun. We're acting like it's not kind of fun because then
Sometimes
we have
it's
something to
kinda
talk about
fun.
after. We'd be like,
If you can separate
It's
from the
so
group.
fun once they leave.
yeah,
Once
yeah.
they leave,
Yeah.
it's so fun, and you can be like, "Did you fucking see that?"
Yeah. Am I
was
crazy?
crazy.
Did he call her orangutan titties? Is that what happened? Is that funny? Because how does he know what we all call her? That's crazy.
Yeah.
What is he in our group chat?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And also, if the couple is they look disproportionately hot with each other.
Okay, now slow
right.
down here.
Yeah, all right. It's just a fun little thing. You get to go, oh, he's interesting looking.
You
Oh.
go. He's really putting up with a lot because she looks. I'm saying like when she's the hot one, but
Yeah.
she's mean. You're like, oh, he's really putting up with a lot for that, huh?
Yeah.
He's really earning that.
And you're like, I innately respect him less because
Yeah.
he needs to be with someone hot above everything, but that's
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
I used to have a joke I tried. It never worked, but it made so much sense in my head where I would be like, if you ever see, you're like walking and you see a disproportionately hot couple, it's either someone's rich or someone's being kidnapped.
That's funny.
yeah, for sure.
Because there's no way that you should be on this. Like,
No.
Yeah.
And that's how I always feel in my
But
relationship.
what if
which is
he's
where I
really
don't-
funny?
Yeah.
Wouldn't work for me.
Rich is
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
If you see
Rich is
if you
huge.
see a disparity, you're like, what's the fucking
gotta-
money?
it's
yeah.
gotta be.
It's so funny to be like I'm the type of girl who like always thinks that wouldn't work on me, and then the second I meet a rich guy, I'm like, nah, I don't care that you're annoying.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, so you're a little mean to me, whatever. You have a conversation pit in your New York City apartment.
Whoa.
That happened to me.
That felt
once.
real.
Well, yeah.
That was real.
Wait, what's a conversation?
You know
pit?
where like the
Sunken.
floor, the living room is sunken into the
I
floor.
dream of Jeannie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went on a few dates with a guy who had a conversation pit and a dog, and I was like, talk to me however you want. He would like tell me how stand-up comedy worked, and I'd be like in his conversation pit with his dog, like, yeah, sure.
But when couples fight on the train,
Love.
or when I come onto the train and I just see two people and I'm like, oh, annoying.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm just going to sit down, put the headphones in, but turn them off so
Yeah.
they don't think I'm listening and just listen to whatever annoying bullshit
The
is
best is
coming
when
out.
when you see it brewing. Like you see a couple on the train and they're both holding 14 Target bags.
Yeah.
And they just had like a long day together. Their like foreheads are sweating. They wore the wrong jacket. It's too hot. And they're standing next to each other, not talking. And then one of them goes, is it this stop? And the guy goes, the next one. It's always been the next one. And you're like, here comes a fucking storm, baby.
Yeah.
This is it.
I'm a hurricane chaser. I change
I
cars.
love seeing it coming.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's the best.
Yeah.
I get more horny couples than angry couples. I
That's,
wish I
that
got
annoys
more.
me. Horny
It's
couples annoy
crazy
me.
to me. I'm like, this is the dirtiest place.
Grabbing
any of us
ass on
has
the
ever been.
subway is nuts.
Yeah.
I've seen full like under the shirt titty grabbing and like full on making out. I'm like, you're the only two people who have a seat. Everybody else is stand. It's a
Yeah.
full train car. How are you?
I like it.
Yeah, because you're a pervert.
Okay.
You're a pervert.
I like that.
You're a dog, dude. I also feel like you think there's some universe where like the whole train car gets involved.
Yes,
and you're a
dude.
part of it.
I like, may I cut in?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
like
yeah,
my
yeah.
narrative
Yes.
that I'm going to do.
Totally.
I also do like when people are passionately kissing. Not all the time. If I'm not in a good
I hate
mood,
it.
when people are passionally
stand it.
kissing on the platform and it's late at night,
I
I'm
want to
like,
push him in.
oh,
Yeah, I
the
guess I can get
city.
behind that sometimes.
Yeah.
But not on the car.
Yeah.
Only the platform. Also, one time I was on New Jersey Transit
That's
at like
banned.
midnight, and everybody around me was an increasingly crazy man who was trying to kill me, and the only two other sane people were just sucking face with each other, and I wanted to be like, hello,
excuse me?
if shit goes down, are you guys gonna like unplug from each other, or am I gonna be stuck here by myself?
You just press your face in. You're like, hey, I'm in danger.
Yeah, there's literally a
doing it right
man
now.
sitting behind me with scars all over his arms and latex gloves on, like murmuring to himself about murder and rape, and these two were just getting it on in the corner, and I was like, "Can anybody hear me?"
Hello. Yeah.
Weird. That feels like that guy would be your type. So that's crazy that you're not.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to be better.
Lizzie's healing and
I'm
growing.
growing and learning every day.
love
She's
that
getting
for you.
stronger, faster, more healthy. I also have had like I've given an HJ on the train late at night.
I don't love that
I'm
about
in the
you.
car with you.
One on the other end.
He was jerking off. Himself.
Yeah. We were all. I was reaching over. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't love that. I don't love that.
I don't
think
mind on
it's-
an empty car.
Yeah.
If it's fully empty.
There was one. He didn't mind.
Of course not.
Well,
Yeah.
as far as you know.
I made that. I took that.
Actually,
Yeah.
he was pissed. He's like, I'm trying to fucking sleep here.
Yeah.
Swapping off an HJ.
He's like, I already came. I don't want to see this right now.
I've done it on a plane, not to completion.
oh, that's
Yeah.
actually.
It
Yeah.
kind of changes everything.
Yeah.
Not to completion kind of changes everything.
Why?
That's kind of wild.
Not to
No, I
complete-
think it's
It's the right move, but
Yeah,
I
I
would be
think
pissed
it's the
if I
right
were
thing to
getting
do is
jerked
not-
off and
Yeah,
complete.
to complete, she goes, ugh, that's
exactly.
for no, that's bad.
And then there's like cum on the subway.
yeah, no, yeah, never to complete.
Oh.
Through
Yeah.
I'll do it through the pants handy pretty much anywhere.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're all,
doing
I
right
thought
now.
you were talking about a full blown like, tuh,
yeah,
you know.
slob on the knob.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can't.
yeah.
Don't do that anymore, please.
Well, I did actually spit.
Yeah.
I know, but
What?
it's just.
I
that
can't,
was-
we're not allowed to have fun anymore?
Yeah. What?
I'm sorry. I thought I came on here to have fun
Are
and be
you
fun.
sex negative? Yeah, actually, you are famous.
very
You're
sex
famously
negative.
You
sex
and I
negative.
are both
Yeah, dude.
sex negative people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm
In the house,
doubly
all love.
positive.
In the
Yeah,
house,
you're-
in the
Yeah.
house, all love. Out of the house, don't fucking touch
Don't look at me. Don't hug me. We're not friends. I hate people.
Get it buttoned up.
Yeah.
Keep it together. I've done a blowjob in a car.
Sure.
Plenty.
That's nothing. Who
Yeah,
hasn't?
yeah, that's true.
We were all in high school once.
Yeah, that was last year, but you
Yeah,
know.
but I mean, like,
That was in the last 6 months. But you know,
you did it in a park.
I did it in a park. I fucked my boyfriend in Prospect Park, and then we went for a little walk. And I said, "Do you want to go steady?" And he was like, "Sure."
Yeah, you really trapped
What?
him.
Yeah,
You can't say no to being exclusive with a woman after she let you hit
Sure.
in a park.
yeah. You don't think I know that?
No, I know. I'm
hilarious.
saying it was
yeah,
smart.
it was a strategy, baby.
Worked out for you.
Yeah.
Boyfriend turned to fiance. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you knew me in the time where it was really shaky in the beginning. I remember we had a conversation because he had trouble saying "I love you."
Yeah.
And it was like, do we get out now or do we stay in?
You were just like, it's a little uncomfortable, but let me just fuck him in the park first. And then if that doesn't work, we'll figure it out.
And once everything's okay, I'll bring it up on a podcast.
That is truly girl math, the way that I got
Yeah.
through that time.
Yeah.
I was like, let's dangle public sex in front of him and see
Yeah.
if that does the trick.
Sometimes you have to learn your partner's love language.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's grass in their asshole.
And that's yes, in Prospect Park.
That's a stick right up your rectum.
Is that a crime that you just admitted to?
Yes, for sure.
Well, then in that case, we're really good at making up stories.
Yeah.
Well, it's parody. It's all parody.
That's all
Yeah.
None of us have
parody.
ever had our labial folds touched.
Yeah. I'm actually a virgin.
Labial folds.
Sorry. This hat is doing stuff. To me,
Yeah.
dog. I don't
That's what
know.
they do. That's
Yeah.
their thing.
It's actually the vulva and the vagina are two different things.
Oh my God! Can we have a recurring segment with Dr. Ben Katzner where he looks like this and
Gynecologist,
and
celebrity
teaches us
psychic.
about our lady parts?
Yes. The frenulum. That's right.
Okay.
I think the frenulum is a boy part.
That's right.
I
Correct.
think. I'm not sure. Isn't it
this
the?
is all three of us not knowing what
Yeah.
the fuck you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Isn't it the little? The little part.
Isn't it this? What's this thing?
No,
Your
that's a
tonsils.
uvula.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
Isn't it where the? I've been having a lot of throat problems lately.
Yeah.
From sucking so much.
Don't stop now.
From
Finish
being
that.
Jizzy Lizzie,
No, from screaming.
screaming into the
From
moon.
screaming into the pillow. Not in a sex way.
Yeah.
In an anxiety way,
Yeah.
just to clarify.
In a doing bad way.
I'm not great. And my mental health isn't great way. I think the frenulum is where the head of the penis meets the shaft.
Yes, it is. It's like this
Ronnie,
little.
are you
You guys
Googling this?
literally could not be more wrong.
Thank you, Ronald.
Ronnie, I hope
It
she
is-
didn't Google it and the lesbian is just schooling us on this.
Yes.
It's a small fold of tissue that secures the motion of a mobile organ in the body, but I'm pretty sure it's in your mouth.
Oh, it's this.
The top thing.
Oh.
and it's the
Inside.
lip thing.
underneath, like
Yeah.
where your tongue
You know,
connects? Does it
yeah,
connect
you
your
know
tongue
those
to anything?
web things. I
Yeah.
had my tongue web pierced for a while.
Gross.
Yeah,
You're so gross and fun.
I know. I let a guy's dad do it after the first date in his kitchen.
How did you eat? What?
Yeah.
What? What?
What?
Why would he do that?
Well, he owned a piercing and tattoo studio.
Yeah. Me and Ben, as your older friends, have had moments where we go, oh, man.
I was 18. I was
Yeah.
having fun.
That's
I
what's
had
annoying about
fun.
it. That's why I
Yeah.
don't like that he did it to you.
Well,
Yeah.
I think I was 17 actually. But he also tattooed my name on his son's neck, so that was pretty chill.
Honestly, I love that he supports his son.
Shout
Yeah,
out to
yeah.
Billy. Well, our first date was I drove his son to court, so I had shown that I was a nice lady.
Yeah. He deserved that.
Yeah.
You've been to.
I deserved a little treat.
yeah.
He's like, son, when you get a ride to court, you gotta lock that down.
Yeah.
You need to tattoo that on your neck.
But then one of his front teeth died, and I was like, that's my line.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all, well, we could segue into our next segment from here. Do you want to take a little break and then we'll go in with dead tooth stuff?
Wait, we were going to talk about dead tooth stuff?
You'll see.
All right.
We'll be right back.
Bye. Sometimes,
I thought you
can
started
we leave
making
this
better
in?
decisions.
Yeah.
Sometimes when everybody tells you not to do something, you have to do it.
Yes, dude.
And when everybody was like, don't look at the eclipse, I was like, sneak a peek.
Into a little peekaboo.
It was like I wasn't even in control of my body.
yeah.
That was the equivalent of everyone being like, that guy's bad news, stay away from him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, well, I'm slipping in.
Yeah.
Tattoo my neck.
Just quick.
Yeah. No, he tattooed his own neck. Well, his dad
Yeah,
tattooed
that's
his
right.
neck.
I'm an idiot. I'm
Nobody
sorry.
tattooed my neck. That'd be fucking crazy,
That
Dad.
would
That would be crazy.
I'm an idiot. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
Anyway, here we are. We're back.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Crazy Town, USA.
Crazy Palooza.
Brr, all aboard.
You do look like you drive an old train.
Yeah.
Welcome to Crazy Town. Where anything could happen, but none of it's good.
This is so Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, dude. I want you in a stripy blazer immediately.
Yeah,
Isn't it
you're
making
like
it
you're the
nice?
mayor of Crazy Town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a
Yeah.
fucking key to the city. I'm the mayor of. I'm the first black mayor of Crazy Town. This shit's gonna be different around here.
I love that even in Crazy Town, they're like, wow.
Yeah, it's brave.
Like that is crazy. That is crazy.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Ugh, Lizzie, do you want to bring up our next respectfully segment?
Yeah, respectfully, I need hot people to stop acting like being hot is a burden.
You're right.
That's insane.
Like it's not a gift from God.
Like the hottest people you know are walking around being like, "Oh my God, it's so hard to be me."
I'm
Oh, nobody takes you seriously? Don't care.
yeah.
Grow up.
They're like, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, but that's what they always say. They're like, "No, it's you don't understand. When you look like me, nobody ever takes you seriously." And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you look like the sun. So
Yeah. You're beaming right now. Also, stop saying you're self-conscious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I get that everyone has a level of self-consciousness because they're, that's normal. But it's like everyone wants to fuck you and help you all the time.
yeah, whenever a hot girl is like, "Oh my God, I look so fat in this," I'll be like, "You're right. Do you want to borrow my clothes?" I'll kill you.
Yeah. People who are hot and rich at the same time. I'm like, fuck off.
Which very often is the case.
Yeah. It compounds. The more money you have to be hot, then
I don't even think it's just that. Like, you can obviously pay for like plastic surgery and stuff, but rich men marry hot women.
Yes.
So then they have hot children.
Yes.
And then those children marry other rich hot children, and then they have hot children until eventually they're inbred and gross.
Sure.
And then
But for a while, they're hot.
yeah.
So we all agree it's women's fault.
Yeah.
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 That's what you said.
For
Okay.
being
Yeah.
whores.
Totally understood.
For being gold digging
Yeah.
whores.
I feel like if you're hot and you feel the way that you've brought up, like,
Yeah.
you're allowed to feel that way, but like you definitely can't bring it up to literally anyone
That's what
else
I'm saying.
Yeah.
other than like your therapist, right?
Yeah, or
Yeah.
your
That's a
equally
safe space
hot
thing.
friends.
Yeah.
Equally hot. Yeah, you should
Like
have
if you're a
meetings with all your
model
other
and all
hot
your
people.
friends are models, you can be
Yeah.
like, "Isn't it annoying
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
that people give us free stuff
Yeah.
all the time or whatever your problems are?"
I've spent 6 months on yachts I don't own this year. I just want to be at home in my apartment that's like 4
That's
bedrooms.
so
Yeah.
funny. That's
Yeah.
literally what they sound
Yeah.
like.
I
They're
actually
always
love
like,
to
"Oh my
read.
God, I'm just getting flown out so much. It's like gotta be bad for my ears."
Yeah, this island sun is not doing wonders for my skin right now. But Jeremiah said he would fly me to Mars, so I'm gonna go.
How am I supposed to get my retinol treatment down if I can't see my dermatologist because I'm being flown to Bali every weekend?
I also love when hot sluts run in packs.
Yeah.
And I get to look at them from
Me
afar. Oh, who doesn't? God bless. I'm like,
Yeah, like antelopes.
yeah. I'm like, look at them. They're shiny
Yeah.
and
You throw like
gorgeous.
a rock at 'em, they
yeah.
scatter.
And I think antelopes are hot.
Oh, they're shiny rumps.
They have long legs and beautiful eyelashes.
I'm gonna Munchausen all of them and put them on a farm.
Yeah, also I hate this when a like viciously hot woman comes up to you and goes, "Oh my god, you look amazing."
Shut up.
Shut up. If you looked like me, you'd kill yourself.
Yes.
We all know that. If you woke up tomorrow looking like me, you would kill yourself. So don't tell me that you like my fucking eyelashes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I wish I had your eyelashes. Really, I wish I had your life.
Yeah.
I'll kill you.
Yeah.
I'll rip them off right now. Let's
Yeah,
switch.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's Freaky
I'll
Friday.
Freaky Friday and
Oh my god,
you can handle
it's so
it.
fucking annoying.
It feels like they're doing a charity thing
yeah,
when
and
they
it's like
do
I don't
that.
need it.
Yeah.
Like, it really feels like they're like, man, that girl probably really hates herself.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell her what I like about her, and you're like, I didn't.
I'm gonna anoint her with my little wand
Yeah.
of hotness. I'm gonna bless her and then be like, look at, I'm such a
Yeah.
good person.
Maybe they can write it off. Maybe it's a thing you can actually write off.
be nice to ugly people.
I was at the bar the other day. I spent $250, but I told an uggo that she looked okay.
I told some dog-faced pig that her outfit was good. Okay. I had a like textbook hot girl recently complain to me that she couldn't get her doctor to prescribe her Ozempic.
Shut up.
And she's like one of the skinniest women I've ever seen in my life.
Where was this?
Outside a comedy show, I'll tell you who it is off mic.
Love it. Love
Yeah.
it. Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
What about hot boys?
Hot boys are just
No notes.
there's nothing in there.
Yeah.
Great. Never done anything wrong to anybody ever.
Yeah. I mean, hot
segment?
boys on Instagram, that's a segment wrapped. Hot boys on Instagram are
see you
like
next week.
who do like fake deep. Like we were looking at one who was like looking down the other
Oh my god,
day.
I'm obsessed
Sure.
with this
and
guy.
they like pick up a guitar
Sure.
and
like he was called to
shred
rock,
it. Yeah.
but he doesn't want to. He's like, fuck, it's like my fans are just moving even though I'm not in control of them.
Sure.
I'm so talented.
Yeah.
I'm not attracted to super hot guys because I'm like, you're making fun of me. This
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone, like, I've been bullied by your kind my whole life, or I've been your best friend who's secretly in love with you. Get away
What
from
do
me.
hot guys complain about?
I don't know.
Women usually.
Women.
Yeah,
it's
right.
always- it's always
women.
something. It's
Yeah.
like either they're trying to take advantage of me or
Yes.
I'm
Or-
too hot, it's intimidating for them.
Or
Yeah.
I can't get rid of her.
Can't get
Like
rid of her.
I thought it was just gonna be a casual thing,
Yeah.
and she was
Yeah.
up calling me. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
God, imagine complaining that everyone's in love with you all the time. Oh, it's so annoying
Oh
that
my
everybody
God.
I meet falls in love with
I can't
me.
even have a
That's a
friend.
wish I've made when I was a kid. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
11 and you're a kid and you're like, I wish everyone was in love with me.
Yeah. And you're like, it's their curse. They're like, I'm just cursed.
I've never understood, like, that'll be like a plot line in a cartoon
Yes.
Yeah.
where someone makes that wish and they're like, actually, it's not all it's cracked up to be. And I've always been like, I don't know. It still seems chill.
Yeah.
It still seems better than unrequited love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Unrequited love is horrid.
Yeah.
It's horrid and abhorrent.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's one of the worst feelings in the world.
yeah.
Do you remember the last time it happened to you?
Yes.
Yeah, in my 20s,
Yeah.
I was in love with everyone I dated, and none of them
Yeah,
loved
it's
me
only
back.
happened to me with people I was actually dating.
Yeah.
Sure.
And they just weren't in love with me and I was in love with them.
Yes.
Sure.
And I was like, okay.
They would leave, and I would like smell the pillow that had their pheromones on
Yeah.
it still. Be like,
We were just talking about yesterday because we were in their neighborhood. I dated someone this time last year who just didn't fucking like me enough. And I was like in love with them. And they told me to my face that they couldn't decide if being with me was worth not fucking other people. And I was like, okay, we'll take some time to think about it. Can you imagine?
No.
The things that your brain does to you when you're experiencing unrequited love
Yeah.
are like now if someone said that to me, I'd be like, okay, you're an insane lunatic. Don't
Yeah.
ever talk to me again.
Right.
But I was like, yeah, I totally get that. That sounds hard.
Oh no.
I think the word for it, there's one where it's like really extreme, where you're like obsessed.
Limerance.
Limerance, yeah.
But that's when it's like
What's this?
mental illness. Like when it's like a symptom of a greater mental
Ronnie, can you
illness.
look up a limerance
Can you give
for
us a
us?
definition for limerance?
I
Ronnie?
think
I'm
it's
on
that
it.
thing on the tip of your penis.
Yeah. It's an
It's
organ.
where
It
the, it's
holds
where the
the end.
shaft meets the balls, and they like it it when you touch it.
Yeah, the labia is held together by limerance
Oh my god,
joints.
that also reminds me when you try to be really good at sex because you're in love with someone who's not in love with you.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's humiliating.
Just throwing your head back.
And they're just like there to fuck whatever, and you're like, yeah.
Okay, limerance is a state of mind which results from romantic feelings for another person and typically includes intrusive, melancholic thoughts or tragic concerns for the object of one's affection.
Tragic concerns.
Tragic Concerns is a great band
It's basically
name.
being obsessed with someone.
Yeah.
Like you're thinking about them all the time, even when they're not around, even when they're not thinking about you. And I think the like intrusive thoughts and tragic concerns is like, oh my god, they're not texting me. What if they're dead?
Yeah.
Or what if they don't love me?
No.
Or like,
I have some of that sometimes.
yeah, me too. But that like the regular amount, I think.
Yeah, I think it's like
This is when
unrelenting.
it's like all consuming.
And it's
like
ruining
you can't
your
get your
life.
work done.
Sure.
Because you're thinking about this person so much.
when I was in a little bit of limmies, when I was doing the limbs,
Yeah, I've been in the limbs.
a friend of mine, I was like, I think he just loves me so much as a friend that's why he doesn't want to date me.
Yeah.
Because he would maybe lose the friendship. And my friend was like, that's fucking nuts.
I love Delulu girl math.
He was like, you're fucking crazy.
Dude, there's nothing better than delusional girl math where you're like, he's probably just not texting me back because if he does, he'll catch real feelings for me and he can't have a girlfriend right now because he's so busy with work.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like, baby just doesn't like you.
He doesn't like
He
you.
just doesn't like you.
In a Sex and the City reference, he's just not,
He's just
that,
not that
into
into
you.
you.
Wait, Ben, have you ever been in the unrequited equation?
I feel like when I was younger, I was like a real like a child.
Oh my God.
A lot of unrequited, like fourth grade
Like
being
the
like,
guy who wears this hat being like,
Yeah.
the guy who wished I could wear this hat.
Yeah.
I wasn't even confident enough to be here yet.
yeah.
But like to go, you'd write like letters to people. And be
Would
like,
you?
Should I give it to them or hold on to it? And then like you never give it. And then like you'd be like,
Check yes or no. My
like,
sweet.
the last day of school, I'm gonna tell her that I'm in love with her.
yeah.
And then like you're like walking up to him and you see her like signing someone else's yearbook and being like, I can't believe we started going out on the last day of school. And you're like, I get where school shooters come from now. I understand. This pain, no one.
Yeah, you
should
just
be-
shove your pen into your neck and bleed out in front of her.
I'm so happy for you.
Oh my God, dude, this is so embarrassing to say out loud, but when you know you're in limerance in a way that's unhealthy,
It sounds like in
is when
heat.
you start.
Dude, she's in limerence right
Watch
now.
out, boy,
We
she's
got to
in
milk
Get her,
her.
she's in limerence. Is when you start. Oh God, I can't believe I'm about to say this.
Yeah,
When you
dog.
start thinking like, well, if I was in a car accident, he'd have to
Oh,
call.
God, yeah.
Do you know that one?
Yes.
Have you done that
Yeah.
one? Where you're
Elizabeth Fair
Where you're
Cassidy.
like, well, if I got hit by a car, you'd have to come visit me in the hospital. And here's the thing, ladies mostly who have had this thought, he's not gonna come visit you.
And that's going to be tough.
And that's gonna be tough. So
Yeah.
don't jump in front of the car.
He's thinking the complete opposite. He's like, oh, thank God she's in the hospital. Now I don't have to see her.
Yes, yeah, because he doesn't care about you.
Oh, it's fucking Shakespearean and tragic. When you see a friend
Yeah.
in it and you're like, fuck, how do I
It's
how do I
awful.
surgically remove you from the situation without just
Yeah.
destroying your self-worth?
gotta
I
burn
think
out.
you kind of have to a little bit destroy their self-worth.
Oh.
Like I had a friend recently who was in it and I had to like sit them down and be like, buddy, it's never gonna happen. That's it. That's the end of the story. It's never gonna happen.
He's making a fool out of you.
Yeah.
You're not worried they're gonna be like, well, fuck you. You don't care about
I
me.
am, but
Okay.
they're like, it's like watching your friend cut themselves. Like they
Kinda
just
hot.
keep going back to, yeah, kind of hot.
Yeah.
They just keep going back to this thing that's hurting them.
Sure.
So I feel like it's a better move as a friend to be like, this might fuck up our relationship for a month.
Yeah.
But like, this is it. The truth, the hard truth is, this person doesn't fucking care about you.
Yeah.
And everybody can see it but you. And
Yeah.
I don't want you to feel this way anymore.
And everyone's watching it happen and being like, ugh.
Yeah.
But not in like you're a loser and like look at this scumbag
I know.
just getting what he wants.
And like, stop.
Stop doing it in front of. We see you going home with that person and
Yeah.
you're like, God.
And we know that
damn."
he thinks of you as a whole.
Yeah.
And you think of him as like the stars
yeah.
and the moon.
Yeah.
And like that can't be it. That just can't be what we're doing.
You view him through poetry.
I sent you a
lens.
TikTok that's like so like this.
Yeah.
This girl was like, I don't care if you don't care that this guy won't make you his girlfriend. I don't care if you don't care that he's not texting you back. It's bad for the brand of us as a friend
Oh,
group.
Yeah.
that's fun. I like
It's
that.
bad for the brand.
Yeah.
If you're one of
that's
my
great.
friends and you're letting a guy use you like a hole, that reflects poorly on me. That makes me look like a bad friend.
We run a
so you
tight
gotta
ship.
stop doing it. We run a tight ship.
There's an
it's not good for the
institution.
brand.
Yeah. Also, hot girls, stop dating dumpy guys.
Okay.
Yeah, they're ours.
Yeah, they're ours. Get the step out of here.
Not that our boyfriends are dumpy. They're wonderful.
They're beautiful and wonderful,
They don't
but
listen to this shit.
They
when I
don't
s-
listen to this shit.
no,
They
they're-
refuse to listen to this shit.
That's all
my
right.
boyfriend says it
Whatever.
comes onto his headphones by accident because he subscribes to it
Yeah.
on the train, and he's like, "Ugh."
My boyfriend I made my boyfriend leave a 5-star review, so now it keeps coming up all of a sudden. He's like, no.
It's just me doing patois. He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh God, I'm trying to like her friend."
Yeah, I know.
No, but when like if you're a hot girl, date hot guys. Leave the 5'8" people
Yeah, it's
for
like when
us.
short girls date really tall guys.
Yeah.
They're not for you.
Yeah.
They're for us.
And I know you have BPD and you want to feel a secure attachment because
All
this
right.
guy will
Go
never
off,
leave
queen.
you. But stop it. Stop doing this guy will never leave me stuff.
Yeah.
Let him never leave me.
Oh, it's so funny though when the guy does leave her. Like
Yeah.
when a hot girl dates a dumpy guy and she thinks she can just be mean to him all the time.
Yeah.
And then he breaks up with her and she has like a break from reality.
Yeah.
But that's an important lesson. That's why I think
Yes.
you gotta have a little disparity in the dating thing.
Yeah.
But that
Some
guy
people-
needs to be able to do that. A lot of them can't do that.
Sure.
And then they gain this insane confidence. Once a
Yeah.
dumpy guy is dated like a dime,
Yeah, that's true.
Then he thinks he can hit on women who look like that in public, and,
and
that's
it's
a nightmare.
crazy.
Yeah, there's a real like a Star Wars balance to it. where
Yes.
it's like the
Yeah.
dark and the light, and
The
you're like,
force
okay,
Yeah.
needs to make it even.
Yeah, like, I do think it's good for hot people to be taken down a notch sometimes.
I agree.
But yeah, I guess you're right. The alternative to that is like someone who's just a piece of shit being like, yeah, but I did anal with a 10, so who's
Yeah.
gonna tell me?
Yeah.
I got it. They're raised
Oh
up.
my God, imagine.
Doing
She
it.
also lets him fuck her in the ass. What a pig.
Oh, what a horrible nightmare.
I really hate women on this podcast. It's a problem.
I hate
what they say
men
in the
equally.
comments.
Yeah.
No, I do hate men, but it always comes across like I'm a woman hating bitch. And that's not how I feel.
It's okay, babe. The girls
babe.
know. The girls know.
Babe?
Babe.
It sounds like you're hating women
Babe.
a lot on the podcast.
Babe, we're booking a lot of white men.
Babe,
Babe. And we keep saying really misogynistic things, babe.
Babe,
Babe.
maybe cool it with the internalized misogyny. Babe. Oh my God. Should
Yeah.
we take a break?
Let's take a break. Hots, stay amongst other hots. Stop complaining.
Yes. Fuck your own kind.
Yeah.
So you brought me on this podcast, be like, we should be segregated
Yeah,
as a
let's
people.
separate.
That's
Yeah,
what
but
we
only
decided.
based on hotness.
Yeah.
Not race or anything else.
Hotness is
Yeah, you're not a
now
monster.
like
Yeah.
it's not about sexuality, gender, race. It's about hotness and richness now. This is the
Yeah.
spectrum. If you're on the top of that, stop complaining and stay in
And
your
stay
lane.
with your own.
Yeah, stay
And leave us on the ground to fight each other.
Yeah, leave us on the ground to give HJs on the train.
You drink
Yeah.
out of your own water fountain here, okay?
That's
You get the
correct.
hot water fountains over there, buddy.
Yeah, it's an Evian
Yeah.
water fountain.
Yeah, it
bottled
is
water,
better.
yeah.
It is mineral water.
And the Uggs will spray you with mist and then go along with your friends.
yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a little break and we'll get into some more eugenics after that. And we're back, boys.
Babe, we're back.
Babe.
Babe, if you could put the phone down, we're back.
Babe,
So
you're kind of
listen
being
to us.
very loud at the party.
Babe, you're kind of doing other stuff and not listening to our podcast.
Hey, it just seems like you guys are going through a thing. We're just gonna step out. This is
I was
great.
I was fighting with our listeners.
Yeah.
Babe, it kind of seems like you took a break to do the dishes. So if you could tune in again,
I'll
that'd
put
be
that
great.
back on. Could you get the parasocial relationship stronger so that you buy merch,
Babe,
babe?
it kind of seems like we're doing the heavy lifting here.
Yeah.
And
Well, Ben, we're going to hit you with a question because Ben is emotionally closed off to everyone and everything in his life. Famously.
How do people know me so
Yeah,
well?
you-
What?
because
do you feel seen?
yeah, a
because you
little bit.
spit in the face
And
of
I
any
hate
type
it.
of public affection. Ben, when is the last time?
Hold on. Ben literally had a going away party when he moved, and we were all like sad. And Ben was like, "Well, anyway, I'm leaving."
It was the coolest.
It was crazy. Everybody was way more sad than
I know.
you.
You guys don't care. It's all good.
It
What's
was
your dumb little
awesome.
question? Let's
It
go.
was
What's
awesome.
the
My dumb
time?
little
I'm
question. When's the last time you cried, bitch?
sorry. Oh boy.
Yeah.
It's not as far away as you think it is.
Oh, that's good. On the way here, because you're so excited to see us.
Yes, that
Yeah.
was definitely the last one. Let's see. There's been I've decided I'm full-time comedy,
Yeah.
and that was a bad idea. So
Oh,
there's
why?
Because
Got it.
Yeah.
There's just no. If you're
There's
not
no
like
money.
Yeah.
selling out arenas, what are you doing? You should
Yeah.
still have a job. This is stupid. Whatever.
Very tough.
So it's been very stressful, and there's been times where Like, so if I'm headlining, that's great, but I'm probably not making a lot of money, right?
Okay.
But I'm like, you know what? But this is what you're supposed to do. That's what they say. You control your own audience, whatever.
Yeah.
When I'm featuring for someone who is making a lot of money, so I'm doing like 20 minutes, right? They're doing like an hour. They get the big check. Everyone loves them. They're selling merch after the show, and then the like club manager hands you your check, and you're like, yeah, you know what? I had a pretty good weekend. Like I feel good about where I'm at.
Yeah.
And then you open it, and you're like, fuck every one of my holes.
Yeah. I've had that moment.
Yeah.
That is brutal.
Yeah.
So that I've been handed a check recently.
Oh my God,
That
a
made me,
tear-worthy
like,
check.
Where I
I've
was
been-
like, oh no.
I've been handed a check that's made me want to throw up.
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
can I ask how much the check was for?
It was probably like $400 or something.
Oh, for a whole weekend?
for like two, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, that would
4
make
shows.
me so fucking
And,
mad.
and it's and it's like it's not one club in particular. It's most clubs.
Yeah, I know.
The good ones, it's slightly more than that as a feature,
Yeah.
but not
Yeah.
that much more. And it's always just like, fuck. I realize that if I don't have, luckily, sometimes I'm on the road with people who are like, I'll pay you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what
sure.
The club
Yeah.
pays you, so like you get double. But I'm like, without this person's generosity, I'm fucked. I don't.
Yeah, I've
I
had
don't have a
weekends.
life.
I've had weekends where I like flew myself to the place, and then I've gotten the check at the end, and it doesn't even cover the flights, and you're like,
Exactly.
maybe I'll slit my wrist in the
Yeah.
bathtub.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I did a full weekend of hosting in the city, and it
Yeah.
was hot. It was so fucking
Yeah, I remember
hot.
this is a venue with no air conditioning.
Oh my God. And I was doing like 3 hosts in a row, at like 3 shows in a row every single night. Then I got the money and I was city biking home because I was like trying to save money. So just sweating and crying, being like,
Yeah.
$75.
Yes.
Yeah.
It
Oh
fucking
my
hurts. You
God.
put so much work and energy and effort into stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are like, this is what you're worth to me. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
That's less than I think.
Yeah,
about
yeah.
Normalize if all of us just started asking how much they pay before we get there,
Very important.
Yes.
and saying no when it's not enough. If we all did it,
I know.
it would work, but we can't all do it because so many of these fucking assholes will do it for free.
Yeah.
But there are so many places where I've been like, okay, this venue asked me to host here for the first time, and that's a lot of work. And industry standard is like $100 for a show in the city. So I'll just assume that it's around there, and I'm not going to ask before I get there. And then I do it, and you leave, and you get a Venmo for $15. And you're like, yep. The fact that you opened a venue that you can't afford is my fucking problem, isn't it?
15 is so painful.
Yeah.
It's less than 20.
Give me nothing.
Yeah.
Give me nothing.
Give me nothing.
I mean, don't.
Spit in my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poop in my ass.
What? No, that's not what.
No.
Give me a
one.
fecal transplant.
Yeah, fecal transplant. That's big in
I
our.
can give you a non-comedy one too.
Yeah, give us
Yeah.
a non-comedy.
We saw Death of a Salesman.
I've never seen that.
And that one fucked me.
Yeah, I would cry if I
Wait,
saw
what is
that.
Death of a, what's the
a
short
play.
what's the short summary of it?
This guy is like a traveling salesman, and he sucks at it, and he's a liar to his family and his kids. And basically, he comes to I don't know, whatever. This might be too much, but
Spoiler.
No.
He comes to the realization that he's like, I'm worth more dead than I'm alive.
God.
And that's like toward the end of it. But
Yeah.
it's very dark.
Yeah.
And there's certain stuff that goes on in it where I'm like, it's very parallel. I
It's like
guess,
being a
to-
comedian.
Yeah,
Yes, very
yeah.
much so.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
And then you
You're
just
like leaving
see-
your family every weekend
Yes.
to make no money.
Go to
Yes.
Magoobies
And
and
then
make
you're like,
$75 and then
Oh,
be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what a life path I took.
And then
Yeah.
just seeing that like this person at the top of the family fucking up, seeing how that generational kind of stuff trickles
God.
down. You're like, oh, it's my life on stage. This
Yeah.
is great.
Oh, look.
And then you have to go to a place called like Donald Duck's Chuckle Factory.
Yeah.
And be like, this is my job.
Yeah, they're like, all right, you're gonna host this weekend. Also, you're gonna be the cook in the kitchen. We didn't tell you that, but we need you back there, buddy. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I like that your things are real. We thought of this because last night the same thing made Andrea and I cry at the same time.
Yeah.
And it was so not real. It had
what was
nothing to
that?
do. It was a video of a sheep.
Okay. Her name. Yeah.
Listen, her name is Nicole. Her name is Nicole, and all her babies are dead. She had a bunch of babies, and all of them died. And then the place where she lived was going to kill her
After the
because
death
she
of her
couldn't
children.
keep a baby alive.
Yeah.
But then this other place rescued her, and they set her free in this field. And there was all these other girl sheep in the field, and then they ran up to her.
Nicole.
They like ran up to her and greeted her, and she felt safe. She felt safe for the first time in her life.
Are you gonna cry in goofy glasses right now on this podcast?
Nicole's safe.
I just think it's like really allegorical to being a woman.
All of her babies died.
This is crazy.
Her only value was to create life, and she couldn't do that.
I was like, oh, I got a wife. I don't think I can provide for you. Like this fucking sheep I saw.
I'm fully crying.
Let me read. Can I read the caption to the Nicole story?
It's also just like being a woman is living in a world of horrors where your babies die every day. And then you like get into a place that's all other women and they're nice to you.
It's literally every woman's journey. Okay.
But anyway, it sucks that you can't provide for your family.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my
Here we
God.
go.
Maybe Ben is Nicole.
Yeah, I'm the monster.
Ben, you're
No, she's
Nicole.
not a monster. She's a mother. And she's just doing her best, and there's a problem with her udder, and she can't feed babies, and it's not her fault. She's doing her best. She doesn't know why they're dead.
I gotta take this off for a second. I gotta look at you. You're really crying. That's real. Okay.
This is the most vulnerable Lizzie's ever been on the podcast over a TikTok of a
It
sheep.
makes me so fucking sad.
Okay, you ready? Before rescue, Nicole was bred over and over again.
Oh my God, you got raped your whole life.
and never had a baby live.
I don't want this to be the first time I hug you.
Don't touch me.
I don't want this to be like.
No one touched Lizzie. No one touched Lizzie. Give her space. Lizzie's feeling the Nicole experience. Okay. We know after examining her that it's likely that something's wrong with her udder that prevented her babies from nursing.
And she has no idea.
She's like the salesman who can't provide for her family.
Yes.
Okay? Nicole.
God, she's probably wondering if she's worth more to her children than
Yes. She and her babies never received any help, so she kept experiencing loss after loss.
Loss after loss?
Nicole understands the life that we've had of recently.
Yes.
Both our dads are dead, and we keep getting raped, and we're Nicole.
That's the clip. All right.
Yeah.
And I've never kept a baby alive.
I've killed him twice. Till finally she was no longer wanted by the farm.
Oh my God.
God. Luckily we were able to take
they
her
just
and
see her as a baby machine. They
Yes.
don't see her as a woman.
Roe v. Wade was rescinded, and now Nicole's getting raped to death. Luckily, we were able to take her in, and now her quarantine period is over. Watch as our herd of rescued sheeps comes to take Nicole into the herd. Brave Tony, who is a mom herself, is leading the way.
Oh my God.
Tony's coming
Tony.
in. Tony's coming in and
Look
bringing
at them
Nicole.
welcome her. You have to see them welcome her into the herd. And then maybe you'll get it. That's Nicole.
Yeah,
She's scared.
yeah.
She stops running when she gets
Yeah.
out of the van because she's scared because she doesn't know if the other sheep are going to accept her. And then the other sheep
Like,
they
do
do
I'm a
accept
failure
her.
of a mother. or
Yeah,
Yeah. She thinks they're going to also reject her just like everyone else did.
yeah.
She's all alone in the world.
Nicole is the fucking prodigal son.
And look at this.
I would love to see this with like a dub. You know how they always have comedians who do like animal dubs? or
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah.
Someone would be like, "What's up, bitch? We don't care about your broken heart. It's one of us."
Look at this.
Your
that's
babies are
interesting.
dead.
Oh wow!
Oh. And then it says, "Welcome to a new life, Nicole."
Oh my God.
And then they herd all those sheep into the barn and,
And
put a nail
kill
into
them. If you really want a heartwarming moment or you want to cry in the middle of the night, yeah, Lizzie sent this to me. I'm crying
podcast.
immediately. She's
Yeah.
crying. We're just
Weeping.
We're just texting the word Nicole back and forth to each other. And it's crazy. I was like having a bath, weeping about a sheep. I was like, I thought
I
it was
texted Andrea in all caps, all of her babies are dead.
It's fucking crazy.
It's crazy. Anyway, we both really had a good cry over Nicole.
To Nicole out there, you're not alone.
Nicole, if you're listening, we love you.
I feel like I've seen you. We've been through a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I've like talked to you about real things in my life that have gone horribly wrong.
No, Nicole gives you the outlet to deal with the
I've like
terrible
gone up
loss.
to Ben and been like, yeah, my boyfriend of 2 years broke up with me, and then like a year later, I was like, I came to terms with the fact that he was manipulating me. Also, I had to get sober, and my dad is dead, and then like I was like, whatever, let's go do an open mic, and I'm like, fucking Nicole,
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. When shit gets so fucked up, people are...
You need Nicole.
Yeah, I was
Gotta
like
have
telling a friend recently that I was like, oh, I got date raped in that bar. And he was like, what? And I was like, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
But Nicole comes along.
I actually told the same friend, a guy walked into a comedy show, and I went, that guy date raped me 3 years ago, and he was like, what? And I was like, it's nothing.
Stop. Don't make a big deal. Why are you
Don't
being weird?
embarrass me.
Don't be a girl about this.
We should stop telling that one friend.
Yeah.
He's like,
That poor person.
he's always sitting at home like, what do I fucking do about this?
I'm just trying to relate to them. And everywhere we go, something terrible is happening.
That is the life of Nicole.
Yeah,
is true.
we're Nicole.
We're Nicole's. If you're a Nicole, though, you probably listen to this podcast.
Hey, and we're your herd of sheep.
Yeah. Woo.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's gorgeous. Let's take a quick
Thanks,
break
Ronnie.
and then get on the fucking Ben's Respectfully segment train. This is Delilah in the evening. If you're a Nicole out there, just know you'll find your herd. Welcome back to Respectfully Podcast. Doing ASMR with my new nails.
Yeah.
With my new mental
Welcome
illness
to
nails.
Respectfully Podcast.
You just got, for sure, 50 new listeners. Do this for 15 more seconds.
You
And
are.
next week we'll show feet.
Nicole is with her friends now, and everything will be okay.
Nicole probably thinks she's in heaven.
Yeah.
Probably like, well, I finally died, and
Where are my babies?
are they up here?
No, they're in a plastic bag.
They're not. They're in the ground.
God. Just we all end up in a plastic
That
bag.
is true.
Hey Ben, what's your Respectfully segment?
No, they're a kebab.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Okay. Okay. So respectfully,
Thank you.
if I'm, I'm cruising all over the place. I'm always looking for places to stay. All right. I got to ask people favors. It can be very embarrassing, very hard. I always appreciate when someone gives me a place to crash. But respectfully, if your place is bad, don't let me stay there.
Yes.
If you are my friend and you know how you live, don't make
Don't
me
do
come down
that
to
to
your
me.
level.
Yes.
Don't do that to me.
Respectfully.
I agree with this completely because, like, I don't know if people know, but to be a comedian is to be a little homeless all the time.
Yep.
Because
Microdosing,
you're just
yeah.
microdosing unhousedness. Because you're traveling and you, like we just said, you don't get paid enough to get a hotel room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to like find somebody who lives in the city you're going
Find
to.
a shanty.
And stay in their stupid house. And it's so nice that they let us stay there. And I agree with that. But this one time, one time I stayed in a house that was so disgusting that like me and my friend were like, we have to share the one bed in the upstairs bedroom because there was like bugs everywhere downstairs.
Dude, bugs are huge.
And I put
Big part of it.
I put my vape down on a table, on the coffee table. And then I like was having a conversation, not looking at it, and I picked it back up and put it in my mouth. And as it touched my lip, I felt a wetness on my lip. And I looked, and the cat had puked on my vape.
Oh, somehow that's better than what I thought was going to happen. That's
what
so
do you
very.
think?
I don't know. But I was just like, is it going to be like a centipede on it or something?
Oh, a centipede. Oh my God, a centipede.
That's
No,
brutal, dog.
it was cat vomit, and now one of our friends has a video of me dry heaving into the toilet, trying to get the cat vomit out of my mouth.
The cat's like, that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
It's just one of us.
It was
Also,
disgusting.
the person that lets you stay sometimes is cool, but a lot of the time they're like the weird
It's
loser
scary.
who's
In comedy,
scary.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yes.
and like there was a guy who he was like respectfully a heavier set man, and he locked his fridge because he didn't want us to like see the foods he had in there.
Oh, interesting.
And it was just like this. He was always like tiptoeing around, being like, "I'm sorry, I'm a piece of shit. I'm sorry." And I'm like, "Oh my God, this hell!
Yeah.
Like it's okay. I'm in your house. It's fine."
Also, if the place isn't gross, it's scary.
yes,
Like one time I stayed in a place that was clean, but the room that they put me in to sleep in had like a door that looked like a regular door, but was just very small with a padlock on it. And I was like, what's behind the door?
Okay.
What are we keeping from getting out of that room?
yeah.
Is this Here, I want to show you a picture. They're not gonna see. Maybe I'll just show you after. But
You can show
You
the
can show,
camera.
so I'll put it,
Okay.
I can put it on the vid.
because I think this is worthwhile showing people.
yeah. Get the.
Yeah.
Because my friend and I were touring through like Indiana, and we needed a place to stay, and the person we knew couldn't put us up, but they were like, I know someone that can
Oh
hook you
yeah,
up.
it's always a friend of a friend.
So you got the third party, and you're like, okay, we'll see. And they're like, we got a couch upstairs, and then we got a room downstairs. And I was like, yeah, a room, like a bed, whatever. And
you
It's
know,
a dungeon,
classic.
isn't it?
I'll explain it to your listeners, but I want you to just see this first.
Oh my God.
It is
This is maybe the worst one I've ever seen.
Wow.
Will you show Andrea? Okay, so for the listeners,
This is crazy.
Wow.
it is a mattress
That's so
in
scary.
the boiler room.
Oh my god.
There's a table on top of the mattress.
There's there's nothing on top of the mattress.
This thing?
No, I think that's just darkness.
Yeah, that might just be
No,
evil.
there's a thing, isn't there?
There's like it's a mattress on the floor.
Oh,
no
it's next to it.
blanket,
I see it now.
Yeah.
I got it.
No pillow. There's
It's
nothing.
a bare mattress with sweat stains or something. Hopefully
Yeah.
sweat
Definitely
stains.
stains.
On it.
Yeah.
On the floor of a boiler room that is for some reason carpeted. And the carpet is more disgusting than if it was not carpeted.
That's Silence of the Lamb shit.
I showed that to people, and they were like, "I wouldn't let my dog sleep on that."
Yeah. Also,
care
there's
about my
clearly no
document.
light bulbs in the room because it's being lit by the open door the person is taking the photo from.
Did you sleep in that?
I took that photo. It was a great photo. Thank you. I did not sleep because the person I was with, he showed that to his lady, and she was like, "You need to get the fuck out of there right now."
Yeah.
Yeah.
We drove an hour and a half and got an Airbnb somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude.
you have to. Sometimes
Yeah.
you just have to eat the money and not do
Yeah.
that.
I've done that. And then you have to say to the person, like, oh, actually, I found an Airbnb in my price. That's crazy. Like, you have to be like,
I wouldn't want to put you out like this, and since I can afford it.
Yeah.
And you live in a mattress in the floor.
I mean,
That's what's crazy.
Your house is filled with bugs.
there should be. I mean, it should be socially okay to be like, I really appreciate the hospitality, but I can't do.
Yeah,
this.
we should have looked before. That's the
Yeah.
thing. We didn't ask. We didn't get like photos or anything before. What was the craziest part though? And like I don't know, these people could be nice, whatever. But this was just a wild thing to me. But the worst part was, so it was couch upstairs. It would have been that mattress downstairs. They had a full like this size room that was a podcast studio.
Oh my
fuck.
god.
Nice mics and everything. I'm like, you can't get a bed frame.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
You can't get me off the ground. You
The
got,
podcast
like, all
studio
these-
can't have a pull-out couch.
Yeah.
And this is how sad I am as a person. I was like, well, okay, if my buddy sleeps on the couch upstairs, I'm not gonna use the mattress, but maybe I could push some chairs together and just like sleep
No,
upright.
absolutely
He's
not.
like, we're leaving. I was like, no, yeah, that's also
Yeah,
wild.
sure, sure,
I
sure.
meant that too. I value myself.
Yeah.
I'm not an idiot.
I'll get paid $75 to sleep in a suicide den.
I was I was on tour once. It doesn't matter where. And
Feels like it might matter.
Yeah.
we were supposed to sleep in a place that was so fucked up that the guy who brought us to that city found a girl to go home with and was like, well, I can go home with you if you let my two friends also stay.
Wow.
So he like fucked this woman as like an act of heroism. And then, I mean, she was like hot and cool, so it's not like it was hard.
Yeah.
But he like set out to find a woman to fuck.
That's a
and this
great
woman
guy.
happened to be house sitting for someone, so she had like a place with a spare bedroom and a couch, and it was awesome.
Wow.
But even then, this being the nicer place, the spare bedroom was the 3 dogs' bedroom. So I was just like sleeping in dog hair.
Yeah.
And then me and my friend were like both passing through the dining room to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. And we locked eyes with each other, and there was just a dog standing in the dining room. And as we locked eyes with each other, the dog threw up on the ground silently. The dog just went, "Ah."
This is our lives. This is the lives we've chosen.
The most throw up you've ever seen on the ground. And me and my friend looked at each other, turned around, and went back to bed. We were like,
No.
I mean, you just have to act like you didn't see that. You just
You're also like, I get to see if you live like an animal, respectfully. Don't let me know that about
I
you.
know.
Now
Too
there's
bad.
this weird thing between
Yeah.
us forever that I know you have like some sort of sick hoarding
It's
issue.
crazy that mine are both animal throw up stories.
Yeah, I know.
What are you doing to these things?
I know you can't take care of an animal. You're munch housing your animal.
It's
now I know how
crazy.
sick you really are, and I'm like I can't have a real relationship with you
Yeah.
It's
until
crazy.
you seek help.
And I love when they say it like it's a nice thing. Like they're like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna stay with so and so. They have bunk beds." And you're like, "Totally, that's so tight. I'm an adult."
I've
And like I'll stay on the bunk bed, you
Yeah.
know. But just be like, "Okay, so it is." Like say it differently. Just be like, "Okay,
Right.
so it is a bunk bed."
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's free, and then I'll be like, "That's tight."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're like, "This will be really fun for you."
It's actually like an adventure.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's not an adventure. I made bad choices. And
Yeah.
I'm sleeping on a bunk bed and a dog's throwing up on me.
Yeah.
And that's me. And I'm doing that.
I could have gotten a real job, and I understand that. But don't talk to me like I'm stupid.
I could deserve this slop.
That room is incredible.
Yeah, that's the craziest.
Also, like, imagine asking a female comic to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, imagine if, like, one of us was in that, and they were like, yeah, this is where you sleep. I'd be like, well, you're going to tie me
Yeah, you're
to
gonna
this
kill me.
radiator.
Did you say sleep or this is where I
I'll die,
This
yeah.
is where I'll
This
die.
is where I
Yeah.
die. Okay.
I
I'll
mean,
die.
This would be-
there's
Just say
no
die.
leaving this room
Yeah,
for me.
that's actually your
ever.
final resting
Right.
place.
Oh, yeah, it's brutal. out
Also,
here,
like, I'm not going to act like I'm not a person who doesn't freak out if there's not an outlet near the bed.
Right, right.
Like I have diva in me, and I
Sure.
can suck it up for these weekends. But when you push me to my limit, I'm like, it's a mattress on the floor in a concrete dungeon, and there's no outlet.
I'm freaking out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's horrendous. Stop
God, I
being
hate it.
gross. Just,
You just know, what it is. Like,
yeah.
just say I can't put you up.
yes.
Make me figure
I would
something
agree with
else
that.
out.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Sometimes I kind of just wonder, I'm like, how do you guys fuck in these places?
Right.
That's what, like,
they're-
especially if you're
they're
not
dirty
like a young,
dogs.
they're dirty dogs, but like, if you're not a young person, if you're in your 30s and you're
Dude.
fucking on a mat, like, not even like the classic, oh, no bed frame mattress.
No, like-
you're fucking on a mattress. That's a fuck mattress, probably.
Yeah,
You're
for
fucking on a
sure.
mattress in the boiler room.
Was there a bedroom? Like they have a bedroom?
They must have a bedroom. I don't know. We
Yeah.
left the house pretty
Yeah,
fast.
Yeah.
I
So we
ran
didn't really
out.
explore the
I
rest of
I stayed in a house that was so scary with our friend Kevin once that he came in the room, put 5 melatonins in my hand, and went, "Just go to sleep." Because we had nowhere else to go, and
Yeah.
we were both so afraid.
Sure.
And I was like, "That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's exactly it."
Yeah.
That's scary coming from Kevin because I feel like Kevin's lived like a punk rock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So he's
we were
like-
both like, but that's the thing. Like you were talking about, like he is, but he's also 30,
Right.
Like
Yeah.
37,
Exactly.
So like we're like, okay, well that was being punk rock was fun when we were 19.
Exactly.
Right. This
But
is
now,
not
like,
romantic or cute.
come
well,
on.
I went to a group of comedians apartment when I was like in my 20s, and these dudes were all in their 40s.
Yeah.
And it was so fucked up.
Yeah, it's
And like
terrible.
depression filled.
Yeah.
And scary, like Gatorade
It's hell.
bottles,
Yeah.
and just like the carpet is weird, and you don't know if it's like mold or piss or whatever.
Yes.
And I was like, I felt the human sadness
Yeah.
that was trapped in the walls made my pussy turn inside out.
Yeah.
I was like, I am not
Yeah.
horny. I
Yeah.
want to send in a crew. I have to think about my choices that led me to be with this
Yeah.
person. And I was like, you're 40.
One time I went home with a guy. I think we talked about this on the podcast, or maybe on my other one. It was on my other one. One time I went home with a guy, and I walked into his house, and his bed was, you know, when somebody is in hospice, so they have a hospital bed in the house. That was his
What?
bed. That was his bed.
Did he steal that?
No, someone died in it, and then he moved in there. And that must be what happened.
Did you fuck in the hospice bed?
No, I didn't. But
I would have.
But I was a drunk and I had no way to get home, and this guy like was disgusting, and it was like a miracle that I had gone home with him, so I could kind of do whatever I wanted. Also, the hospice bed had no sheets on it,
course
and
not.
had like stuff on. Like it looked like he like emptied his pockets on it every day. Like there was like loose coins and like half a phone charger, you know, like that kind of thing. Like
And that was his bed? Like, that's his
Yeah.
sleeping bed?
Did you
And-
lower it down?
and well, it was like well, so what I
Like
so-
battery bed, actually.
So I was like, it turns out I'm not really in the mood to have sex. And then I made him sleep on the couch, and all night I was in the hospice bed, like,
Like, actually, this isn't bad. I can die here. I can die
He
here.
like got me a sandwich and I ate it in the hospice bed and I was like, I'm in space. Until it was like light enough for me to safely take the train home because I couldn't afford an Uber.
That's the big thing. I couldn't leave the hell apartment because I couldn't afford an Uber and it was
Yeah.
in Queens. And he's like, well, you have to give me a hand job.
Also,
and I was like, well,
now that I'm older and
I
sober,
guess.
I'll say this to anyone who's listening. Put that Uber on a credit card and deal with it later.
Yes,
You actually
dude.
can afford that
That's great
Uber.
advice.
You
You
can't-
can
Great
figure
advice.
out how to afford that Uber. It's like $50.
Yeah.
And at the time, that feels like a really life-changing amount of money. But you know what's life-changing? Fucking that guy.
Yeah.
That'll ruin your life.
Forcing a guy forcing you to give a hand job and then people talking
DM
about
me
it on a
on Instagram, I'll
podcast
Venmo
10
you
years later.
$20.
God, yeah.
I'll Venmo you $20 to get out of
Just
there.
sell pictures of your feet afterwards.
Figure it out.
God.
But also, it was kind of. It was kind of fun.
Did you try to evoke the spirit of the person who died?
No, I was just kind of like drunk and having a good time.
All right. Hey, listen. You made
was
the best
nice.
out
That's
of it.
how they died, actually. They just died.
Yeah.
All
And then,
poisoning
like-
on that very bad.
And then in the morning, the guy said goodbye to me like he thought we were really gonna be something.
Oh,
like
God.
I think he thought that like the
Dudes
fact that we
rock.
didn't have sex. Yeah.
guys.
I think he thought that like we didn't have sex because I liked him too much. Also, this is the same guy who he like was hitting on me at a bar and we were both sitting down and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll go home with you. And then he was like, okay, I'll just go to the bathroom first. And he got up and he was wearing pajama pants. And a denim button-down shirt and flip-flops, and I was like, "What have I done?"
But you're like, I'm profoundly lonely.
And that's when you go, "Oh, actually, I have an early meeting," but I just was like too drunk and young and dumb to figure it out.
Yeah.
And it was like a bar so far. It was a bar in like deep Bed-Stuy, and
know,
I
it's-
lived in Astoria at the time, so I was already kind of like I can't get home. So I was like, whatever. I'll just like sleep. I'll act like I fell asleep on this loser's bed, and then I saw the hospice bed, and I was like, oh. This is going to be an
so
interesting
funny.
time.
Dude, what a
That's
time to
so
be alive. I think I know who this person is.
No, he's not a guy. I don't even.
You're like, I never saw
Sorry
him
to
again.
say this. I don't even know his name.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's so funny to be like, you want to fuck? And you're like, yeah, okay, 1 second. And then you just hear the pitter-patter of flip-flops.
And him trying to lower the bed down.
Also, like, I don't remember what he said, but when he revealed the hospital bed, he definitely said something. You know?
And this is where life ceases. He puts on this hat.
Yeah.
He's like, and this is where the magic will probably never happen.
There's like
My lady.
there's restraints in it.
Oh, God. I'm so glad all of us are not dead from
I
all
know.
these things we've
I'm
done.
so glad you didn't sleep on that mattress.
Oh, Ben.
Yeah, me too.
We're
but-
growing and learning.
Again, like there are times in life where you just put it on a credit card.
Yeah.
Just do it. I think
Tank your credit.
I think
it's
that's
worth
the
it.
lesson. What are you gonna buy a house?
Yeah. Come on.
Ben.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Ben's the only person I know who's ever
As
done
the
that.
mayor of Crazy Town,
Yeah, you're the mayor of Crazy Town for buying a house. Actually.
own property.
Oh, guys.
Thanks for doing the podcast, Ben.
Thanks
Gang.
for having me.
Where
It's
can
been
they
really fun.
find you, follow you, listen to you?
Hit me up on anything at Shaq Katzner, Katzner, Shaq like the basketball player, and then I have my own podcast, and it's called Troll Hole. I think if you like this,
Oh,
you will
yeah.
like the
Yeah, it's
podcast.
really funny.
Ben's the fucking best.
check it out, please.
And follow Ben and see where he's performing live because he's touring.
Yeah, I'm out
So-
there.
Troll hole, what is that? My pussy?
Hey, folks.
I
At the
didn't-
buzzer.
I didn't
Yeah.
want to bring it up, but yeah, it is
Yeah.
about your pussies.
Yeah.
I do have a podcast about your pussy.
About your
Every episode is
frenulums.
like, can you believe my friend Lizzie fucked this guy?
And we've been drawing what we think her pussy looks like to reflect the dudes that she's fucking.
Yes.
Yeah, it's nice.
Lizard, where can they find you? Follow you.
Follow me on Instagram at Lizzie Cassidy, Lizzie with a Y at the end. Listen to my other podcast, Close Calls. It's a comedy podcast about near-death experiences. And when is this coming out? Next week?
2 weeks.
2 weeks? Never mind. I have a show every Wednesday and Saturday in Brooklyn called Comedians You Should Know. You should come to that if you're in the Brooklyn area.
Great show. The girlies have been showing up to shows, and we love to see it. You can follow me at Andrea Comedy 69 across all platforms. I'm an adult. And maybe send me a DM about Nicole. I love that. About your Nicole experience.
Are you a Nicole? Do you know a Nicole?
Yeah.
If you have a Nicole in your life, send her this podcast.
Yeah, and subscribe to our YouTube so you can watch Lizzie cry during this episode.
Yeah.
Respectfully Podcast. And I think that's it, folks. Sean Nepal.
Oh, God.
Gonna give it to you.
Nope.